Alright, for in this video, maybe my 3 reasons why. So we're a new developer and also we're a veteran programmer, we're a software developer engineer already in the industry. Maybe 3 reasons why you should learn Python as part of any language you already know. And as we started development, Python and your first language. Maybe 3 reasons why. Send no first time will channel is so like it, subscribe, and then share this channel and let's share this video with all your friends and it will be an energy program. Well, first reason is that Python is very simple. Syntax is very simple and very readable, right? Into Mbappe printed hello world. We'll see a program our first program. I will show you hello world. Let's do it in Python, right? It's simple as typing hello, print hello world. That's it. I'm done. My printed hello world. Until let's play it and see what comes up. Hello world, right? As you can see, that's what we printed, hello world. So yeah, anyway, the same thing that I did in Java. Look at how many lines of code you have to write just to print hello world, right? You have to first define your main class, then your main function, right? Every function in Java has a main function, right? Every program has a main function. Your main function drives your program in Java, right? Then you have to now print your hello world, system.out.println hello world. Okay, all these lines of code are just to print hello world on the screen. Things like semicolon here, braces here, braces there, right? If you miss or if you don't call this thing main as it is, right? Or if you miss, if you don't understand why your first class is called main or why you need to write a main function, your program is not going to work. Imagine someone start to programming for fraud, nothing ever show what a public class is or what is this function is, right? It's too much information at the beginning. Or even if you're a veteran programmer, right? Look at how much time you are spending just to print a line in Java. What else if you compare to Python? Print, then we are done, right? And it is the first reason why you should learn Python as your first language, or you should learn Python as part of any language you know. It's very, very simple, right? Let's try to add 2 numbers in Python, right? So let's say A is 7 and B is 8, right? All I need to do is say print A plus B. And let's see what A and B comes out as. Hello world 15. That's it. I'm done, right? So it's very simple to do many things in Python without having to stress about did I get it right? Did I get my syntax right? Right? It's very readable. Obi any programming crap. Oba. That's what take any math class. So you just look at what I'm doing here. We say, oh, we see A is 7, we see B is 8, right? And I make boom, and I print it 15. Very simple to read, right? Compare the lines of code we've written here to this, right? So I think it's already clear. Python is simple and easy to read and understand. Second reason number 2. Python comes with so many great standard libraries, right? You call standard library. Standard library are the tools that come pre-installed with the program. The tools are basically they are simple things without installing any additional tools, right? Python has all the great standard library. Into remember one example. One of the great standard library is the CSV library. The CSV library gives you the ability to read CSV and write to CSV. I think very few or almost none of the languages gives you like ready to go CSV reader, right? It's Python, just installing Python, you already have the CSV reader already installed, right? So you can start reading CSV with me and reading and write to CSV just by installing Python, which is very great for you. And if you go outside the standard library, you call into other packages that for structure may use in your project. Let's give it an example. Let's look at something like PyODBC, right? PyODBC is used to connect, so connected to a database. We use this library to connect to the database. And we can look at some of the things that we can use this library to do. Let's go to the home page, Yanko project and home page. Our GitHub. Then share some of the documentation of the project. Right, so we have PyODBC. You can use PyODBC to connect to SQL Server on Linux, on Mac OS. So you can connect to MySQL. You can connect to SQLite, Teradata. Right, so many databases with just one simple tool. Right. If you look into other programming languages to do the same thing, it will take you a long time, or it will take you so many installations. And so you could install this, you could install that, you could install that, right? This is supported on so many databases and so many operating systems, right? And so this is just one example of a tool or a model that is out there that can help you in your projects, right? Connecting to a database, right? Python has all these great models, all these great tools out there that can help you quickly do your project. Nyafina be say, ukofa way, uko download do node models, 2.5 gigabytes just before so best start 2 project. Until best start 2 project, ube download the idea 2.5 gigabytes. Well, what's starting out when you project and one, then you have to delete all these node models, right? And restart again. So Python is great for beginners because you already have a bunch of tools and a bunch of models out there to help you quickly start your project and quickly finish your project, right? Reason number 3 why Upesosia Python as part of your language or as your first language, right? Let's look at the average salaries of Python developers in US and around the world, right? The source of this salaries is DDI development, right? You can go to DDI development, not for share the source of my information. Into your developer salary in the US states, right? The US states in a little bit higher because cost of living is very, very high. It looks high, right? But just looking at the US salaries, you can see that some Python developers or the average Python developer is making well over $100,000 US, right? And even in some of the poorer states in the US, such as Nebraska and Indiana, they still make $85,000 US, right? And let's go outside US because US salaries tend to be very, very high, and it doesn't really tell the what is actually going on. So let's look at somewhere outside the US, right? In the UK, 55,000, Germany 58,000, Belgium 45,000. Right, Denmark 76,000. Right, I think adjusted for cost of living, these are really, really good salaries. Right, Python is used almost everywhere. Right, in some of the even lower paid countries in Europe, the annual salary of a junior Python developer is 32,000 US, which is significant in a place where cost of living is very, very, very low. Right, junior Python developer is somebody who's starting Python development from the beginning, right? Will be all less than 1 year development in Python. In this video, mama 3 reasons why Mujidi says will be a Python. Python is very simple to read and understand. Python, it comes with so many great models and so many great libraries that you can start using in your project. See right from today. About some of our projects we're in Tentem compared to other languages. Number 3, Python developers, salaries around the world and in Europe and US, they get paid very, very well. Even junior salaries are starting at 32,000 in some of the lower paid countries in Europe. In nature say, when your experience of Python man, about what will carry up. Okay, for into the other person me share video with man. So again, like it, subscribe, and share this video with all your programming friends. The best share.